unbelievable. It's unbelievable because I never thought in living in Australia. Or my mom said that when I was a kid, I told her and my grandma a couple of times, like I will be an adventurer. My profession, my dreaming profession was being an adventurer. And apparently, I told her and my grandma that I will be traveling around the world, and especially Australia. I don't remember that, but they all the time told me that was true. And look, I'm here. I never planned it. I meet my partner in Madrid. I never realized we we will come in here because when I meet him, he has a Spanish nationality, and when I meet him, he was very happy to living in Spain, and he was a little bit overwhelmed about Australia life and about Australia, I don't know, opportunities in that time. So he decided to travel the world, and he started living in Madrid. So we meet there, and yeah, but of course, with the time when we take the hard decision to migrate here, was an amazing journey. But my world, to describe my experience in general, maybe it's unbelievable because it's like a dream or something I never had in mind. I can't tell I have a goal because my situation was pretty familiar issue because we have a kid, my son Achira, and I didn't have like a goal. In fact, I was in a very good moment professionally in Spain. The year that we decided to came was very, very hard to take the decision to move to Australia. I was very afraid, especially because we were broken. Sorry, and all the connections with my family, my life, my friends. So I was pretty scared, and I didn't have a goal. In fact, my husband was pushing a lot, like during maybe 2 years before we decide to came. He was a long time waiting for come back here because he realized especially the work opportunities in Spain in that on that time wasn't easy. So but I was trying to stop him, like, and we decide, and or I asked him for do first the process of the visa because we have two options: doing the visa once we were here, or doing the visa before coming here. And I asked him for that because I realized and I know it's very important coming with all the paperwork and the conditions in the most better, or in the most in the better conditions to that the experience of migrated were easy for all the family, because I know what it is to stay here without a visa or applying and waiting for the results, and I prefer to wait. So I didn't have a goal, really. My goal was accompanying my partner and raise our son, and see what was in the other side of the world. But telling this, I always told my family that we will come back in 2 years or something like this, because my mom and my family were very upset. So I was all the time telling them, like, no, we will come back very soon, no worries, in 2 years we will be here. I don't know if I believed that, or I just told them to, to do less dramatic the situation. But of course now we are in the fifth, almost 6 years here, so doesn't was true. This is the one truth. Yes, I suppose I am here. Now I am in a good moment of my life. I think I have my kids, healthy kids, my relationship. That always, of course, is a challenge, but it's here or in Spain or in Sri Lanka will be the same. It's a partner, and you need to know each other more every time, and so I have a good working perspectives now after 5-6 years here, and it's something that it makes me very happy and very I feel more empowered. So yeah, I can tell that now I am where I like to be. Yeah, I am pretty satisfied now in my position. Yes, of course, I can tell I experience some crisis and depression or low mood related to the fact that living far from your support net, from your family, your friends, your connections, your safety, safety spaces, the language, the everything. It's difficult and it's hard when you are out of your cultural environment, natural environment. It's something that sometimes it's very exciting, and sometimes it's very scary. It depends of other factors that maybe if you are, I don't know, bueno, I can tell I have some cycling. Bueno, they, of course, exist some living experience in a migration process that something like this, and you can live all the different moments, like the first maybe 6 months or year. Everything is new, everything is excited, you are happy because you are traveling, or something like you are in a holidays. But in my case was like this. I was studying a course when I arrived. I was looking for a childcare for my son. I was busy doing stuff, but maybe the second year was hard because again the things are starting to be routinary, and it's not so exciting, so new everything, and you start to think how far you are, how I don't know which will be your path here, how are you going to reinvent yourself. So it was hard, I can tell. I was living in an area in the suburbs that was very different to my previous experience. I was always living in the city, or I was living in South America. That was very exotic, but I was never living in a suburb area, like without people around, parks, very alone, all the people driving, and at the first time I didn't have my car, so I feel pretty isolated. And when we decide to move to the inner west, I think it helps. It helps because I start to see another Sydney, more similar to my previous experience in Barcelona or Madrid. So I feel I was more part of a community. My son started school. We meet the people, families with kids like us. I can tell it was a big change for me when I moved to an area more similar to my previous experience. And also, more lives in the street. The suburbs life can be very boring from my point of view. It depends on your I don't know your preferences, but I am very social. I need people. I need, you know, things happening around. Or I am living in a farm, or I am living in the city. I am not in the middle, and it helps for me. And also, I found a job, more stable. I start to have my stability, economically stability. So I get a car, and I can say I think the second and the third year were hard, uh, and then from the fourth and fifth year I start to be in this phase that is like the honeymoon. They say, the honeymoon of the migration process. That it's true. You start to feel in love with the space, with the people here. Some things that before were annoying for you, and from the culture of the people, I don't know, customs, you start to empathize and feel like funny. And yeah, I am in this phase now. I am in the honeymoon still, and I hope it takes long. I feel support. I feel support especially because I have my partner's family here, all my family-in-law, my mother and father-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law, and their families. So that it's amazing because it's my family. So, and they take care of me a lot. They are worried of me. They help me with the kids. It's something I don't know how the experience in Australia will be or will be without this support. I think probably will be more harder. And of course, there is something always is missing, always, every day. That it's my mom and my sisters and the kids of my sisters, my son's cousins. They are always a missing part, and that's something that cover of all the happiness and all the honeymoon that I was talking about. It has a spot, or I don't know how to tell you. It has it's not completely shining, and it's not complete because always I miss my family. I also miss my friends, but with my friends it's something I never replace them. But I have a lot of friends now here. That it's something also, of course, that helps, and it's part of my honeymoon in Australia. It's because I have friends here, and I can share, and I can talk in person, not only in WhatsApp. But of course, I miss my Spanish or my friends that are around the world, but not so much than my family. I feel that having kids and knowing that all the time, they are missing all my kids' life growing. My little one, my daughter now is 1.5, almost 2, and my sisters doesn't know her, so that's sad for me, and I feel sometimes sad, or I try not to think about it. It's something very strange because if I think about it, or I think about the physical distance, and it's too big, the sensation of that my brain is stopping this thinking. Probably it's a safety thing that my mind do to survive and don't be sad. But yeah, it's the only thing I can tell. I would love to have my mom here 1 hour, 2 hours, 6 hours driving, no 24 hours by plane if we can go, if I have the money, and in logistics with the kids and all the distances, too much. I didn't decide. It's life, and every day is in my situation with the kids and the family. It's like I I don't think about it. I sometimes, but now I think with a lot of with in long distance or long, how you tell, con planes a largo plazo, long time plans, it's not like short. I mean, where we will be in 1 year. No, I think like where we will be when my son is finishing primary school, that it's in 4 years. So I never think like this, but now I'm thinking like this, and it's because we are good here. I am starting a new job now. I'm feeling happy. My partner is Australian, and the family is here. His family is here. So this is something, it's hard for us, because always if we decide to come back to Spain, that it's something that it's on the table, but without date. We know that we are missing the other part of the family. So it's something we always take in account, and I know that we need to do this, this step. Having kids, you need to think about the school, you need to think about the jobs, you need to think about things that it's not only saying like, okay, next year we are moving. You can do it, of course. I am not telling that you can, but it's not the way that we are thinking now. So no, I decided to stay because we are happy here, and because I feel I have still plenty of things to do in Australia, and to know about Australia and their people. And yeah,